Hey, what's going on, crypto people? It is the Crypto Siege with another day in the life and the crazy life that is the digital asset space. What's going on, guys? Listen, I apologize for missing out on Wealth Wednesday yesterday. We had to kind of do an emergency run, had to head down to North Carolina. So I was only able to do the driving video and wasn't able to do a stream on the Wealth Wednesdays. But we will make up for that for sure. But guys, I had to hop on here and just listen. Davos is excellent, right? I mean, it's cool that they're getting together. You got over 100 billionaires there. That's cool. Found out that Hoskinson is also there. Found out that the guy from Circle is also there. But we all know that Brad Garlinghouse is the darling of that event. And that is cool. But I gotta tell you, you know, I don't think there's any more significant news for me, than realizing that Ripple could IPO. You know, we've done a couple of streams about that, and it's about that idea, about that concept. I had a chance to talk with DeepMind, a great contributor to the channel, about that and about where is Ripple the company going, where are they looking to be, what's the direction, where are they heading after this, right? Because, you know, they pretty much got the cross-border payments thing down, right? Well, what is the company looking to do now, right? And you guys remember, I talked about the IPO, and people were saying, right, it's the timing's terrible, geopolitical, the market's not right, and all of these different things, right? Why would Ripple IPO? The investors aren't going to allow it. All these other different things, right? And here, Ashish Birla, just out of nowhere, apparently, out of nowhere, says in the next 12 months, right? Remember, Susie did the videos a couple of, maybe a month and a half ago. Ripple could IPO, and here's why they should IPO, and they should do an asset swap as well. And I turned you guys on to that video and the fact that she did that, right? Think about that. And everyone thought that the timing was right. And Susie said she thought because she's in that space, she's been in that space before. She was saying, remember what she pointed out? She said that the equities market was starving for a new tech company. The equities market was, I don't know anything about the equity market. Do you know anything about the equities market? Or maybe we should listen to someone who's been in that market, right? Maybe we should look at someone who's been in that market, who's been a fund manager, right? Who's done asset swaps, who's been in that space for 25, 30 years, right? And lean on her expertise. And so, remember, she said, in fact, the equities market was starving for a new tech company. You understand what I'm saying? And so here comes Ashish Birla with a tweet. In the next 12 months, many blockchain companies will IPO. In the next 12, he didn't say maybe, it's something that could happen, right? There's a chance or a possibility. In the next 12 months, many blockchain companies will IPO. We won't be the first one, but we won't be the last one either. We will, and then he added, we will lead in this process. We will lead in this concept. So maybe not number one, but not number last. But we will lead. So if you're leading, that means you're in the top 2, 3, 4, 5 companies that will IPO. Blockchain companies that will IPO. Interesting. And I think that there's a few projects in the blockchain space that can do it as well. That can also IPO as well, given some time. So given that particular tweet, our thing, and you know what we like to do on this channel, and this channel is about being prepared for what's possible. Being prepared for something that could happen. And do you remember, I read something, I'm trying to remember where I read it from, where it was basically Ripple and or Garland House saying something about taking, okay, here's the thing, here's the other part of it. Remember Davos, on the Davos commercial? They were talking about stakeholders versus shareholders, and how we needed to advance forward as a nation, as a major economies, where we're taking more, the technology should be taking more care of the stakeholders as opposed to the shareholders. And you might be saying, well, if you're at an IPO, that means it's going to be shareholders, right? Not if there's an equity swap. If there's an equity swap, and they're saying, well, you could have some equity in this company, if you will. And if you have XRP hodlers are these stakeholders. We as XRP hodlers, we're the stakeholders, if you will, right? And I know it's not exactly like that, but in reference, we would be the stakeholders. So I'm saying, will that happen? Will they do an equity swap? I don't know. But I know at one point in time, we thought it was basically a zero possibility that Ripple would IPO. Just a matter of a couple of days ago, we thought it was basically an impossibility that Ripple would IPO. Why would they IPO? The market's not right for an IPO. And then lo and behold, and what do you think about the timing? Why in the world is Ashish Birla? I know, guys, I want you to really think about this. Ashish Birla is a busy dude. He's got a lot of things going on. He's got a lot of work to be done at Ripple, right? Why is he taking they've really got to think about this. Why is he taking the time to put that out on Twitter? First of all, we all know he more than likely got a blessing, right? So he didn't just wake up in the morning and say, I should do something. More than likely, he got the blessing to be able to put that on Twitter, right? They dot their I's and cross their T's, right? When it comes to social media, right? You got to get that, right? Even checking with their attorneys, perhaps even doing that. Why would he take the time to put that on Twitter? Who do you think that message is for? Who do you think the message is for? It has to make you think. It really has got you. It makes you wonder, who do you think that message was for? We all know, right? We all know from the swell, we all know the Garland Houses of the world, the Marcus Tretchers of the world, the Dilip Raos of the world, the Brad Garland House of the world. They pay attention to what is going on in the XRP community. They pay attention. They know how heavily we operate on Twitter. They know about certain content creators on YouTube. Who do you think that message was for? Who do you think that message was for? Guys, at one point, not even a week ago, we thought it was basically an uncertain. There was a 90% chance, no way. Oh, this is the other part. Zero chance of an IPO in the next 12 months, maybe 2 or 3 years. Remember that conversation we had? Remember all the tweets, I know I got all the comments on my YouTube, right? Oh, that's 2 or 3 years away. There's no way they would be doing that now. Why? And this dude, again, you got to think, with the blessing from all the people at Ripple, says in the next 12 months. Susie, the smart lady that she is from Esoteric Trading Solutions, she said within the next 6 months, she believed that they would do it. And she gave all the reasons. And if you guys have not checked out that video that she's done about that, you definitely want to check it out. Susie from Esoteric Trading Solutions. Go check it out. Level up your XRP IQ. Level up your financial space IQ. And learn from someone who's been there, done that. And she gives the reasons for why they should do it. I just think that is significant news. Now, and another part of that as well is Ripple's intent from the beginning is to separate themselves from XRP as much as they possibly can. That's the intent, right? That is the intent, because XRP could operate and move and do its things on its own, right? Is there a question about the 50 billion in escrow, however many billion there are in the escrow? Absolutely. I don't think that it's a question. I think it's already been done. I think that they've either allocated it, or this whole thing that you can sell your wallet. You may not be able to do something with the XRP, but you can sell your wallet. It's gone. That escrow, however you want to look at it, that 50 billion or how many billion is in there, it's gone. It's been accounted for. It's been accounted for. And this, for me, really makes me think more about this whole ESDR potential with the IMF. It really makes me think about that. Because Ripple, the company, is saying that they're going to be taking steps to separate themselves from XRP. That's what and they know that they can't be holding 50 billion of a digital asset when they do that. It's done. And they know it. They didn't just think about an IPO yesterday. They didn't just think about an IPO because Susie said they should. You understand what I'm saying? Don't forget about the significant people they have on their board and have invested with them. Don't forget about a Ken Curson or a Greg Kidd or a Glenn Hutchins, especially a Glenn Hutchins, who knows that kind of space upside down, backwards, and forwards. Of course, they're looking to separate themselves. Of course, they're looking to separate themselves, from XRP. And this was, again, who do you think Ashish Birla was making that tweet for? Was that like to brag? Do you think Ripple needs to be bragging about anything? What about tipping their hand? You think they were concerned about tipping their hand? They are in a competitive space, right? The fintech space. Does that feel like they're concerned about tipping their hand? Of course not. That's just me, my personal speculation. But that was about letting us know what they plan on doing so that we can prepare. I don't know what preparation means. What does that mean for us? I don't know. Does it mean, we all know about the accreditation thing. Did you know that's changing? Did you know that whole accreditation and what makes you an accredited investor, that's changing? They're changing that up with this new technology move. They're looking to change that. What will it be? Don't know. But they're looking to change it, and I'm betting that they're looking to change it so that it feels more like a level playing field. How about that? Why in the world on a Davos commercial from the World Economic Forum are they talking about stakeholders and shareholders and making it more beneficial to stake? Why? Why are they even talking about climate change? These are some questions I think it's important to ask and to discuss, guys. So for me, the huge significant news is the fact that Ashish Birla said Many blockchain companies will look to IPO in the next 12 months. We won't be the first, but we certainly will not be the last. We will lead in this endeavor. Exciting news, guys. Listen, all right, guys, listen, I'm going to wrap this video up. I think that's just amazing news, but I'm going to wrap this video up like I do all my videos and remind you of this. That is, old money doesn't want you to win. They don't want us to win. They would rather us remain a cog in their perpetual wheel of trading our time for dollars. They don't want us to play in the same playground that they play in, where we allow our money to work for us. This is our chance to win, guys. The digital asset space is our chance to win. We are in the midst of the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of man. Are you participating? Or are you standing on the sidelines? Here's what I do know. That the battle for you has already been fought. And the victory is yours. Go get it. I'll talk to you soon, guys. See ya. Bye.